Alright guys, so what I'm going to be doing is walking you guys through, and I just wanted to start a new YouTube channel just to kind of walk myself through and use it as a point of reference as I start renovating and flipping properties. I just kind of want to make sure that I have a point of reference as I go back in the future and just have like, hey, I did this, I did that, just so I kind of know how I can improve, number one, but number two, make sure that I'm keeping a log of everything that I did and what's the start of a process and what's the end. So right now I'm probably about 3 or 4 working sessions in, so it's a little bit slower to actually get this camera and start recording this, but I just kind of wanted to take a moment to say, hey, this is what I picked up. I picked it up at a tax auction, and from what I heard, the story was that a woman was living here and she fell under unfortunate health conditions, and she had to move out and move into maybe a nursing home or something like that. After she moved out, there was a big drug epidemic in this area, so a bunch of homeless people moved in and started doing drugs in this home, and now they pretty much trashed it, and now they're out. I picked it up at auction. All this happened probably about 2 years ago from what I was told by some of the neighbors, and I kind of just want to walk you guys through. So without further ado, this is what the house looks like pretty much as I bought it, and I want to just kind of do long form videos, maybe 20-30 minutes of me just working every day and just showing the progress of what I'm about to do, and then just release it on my YouTube channel. And if you guys can comment in the comment section on like, hey, one thing, what I can be doing better, what I can be doing worse, that would be awesome. But really, I'm just using this as a point of reference for myself to make sure that I'm keeping accurate tabs on what I'm doing, and making sure that I can look back on future projects and say, hey, I've done that. This is how I did it. This is how I messed up on it, or this is what I did a good job on it, whatever the situation may be. So without further ado, here we go. So this is the front of the property. And let's just walk in and just use a walking tour. So I went through and I initially did a very rough mow of everything, and I chopped all the trees down so I can actually have access to the driveway, and I piled everything up right here. That was a bad move, and it's a new issue and a new person problem. But what I didn't realize is that you can get an enclosed trailer. So I just got this enclosed trailer, and you can take everything to the dump. So now I'm going to start doing that. So now I have to move everything from right here back over into this trailer and get it out of here and take it to the dump. So like I said, I did a pretty rough mow, and this is all the bags of trash that I've taken out of this property so far. But long story short, what they did in the inside was they stuffed it with tires to make sure that the homeless population couldn't come in here anymore. So I don't even really know the status of this house right now, but I do know that whatever it is, I'm gonna have to fix it. So they have all of this. I'm gonna have to do a lot more clearing, obviously, but for right now, this is the situation. Come on, Shadow. Mama. Come on. Come here. So, right here, I just kind of want to be safe rather than sorry. They have a dog population out here as well. And I just want to put my dog in the car. We're about to leave after this video. So, I just kind of don't want her getting in trouble. Let me just put her in the car. One moment. Like I said, this is going to be long form, so I might chop this out, but I doubt it. So I'm sorry for the issues. I'll try not to do that in the future. So I went through and I put new locks on the doors, and I just got this enclosed trailer, and I've been packing it out with just bags that I've been getting of trash. this is the old shed. Obviously, it's probably not going to be usable going forward. I'm going to have to probably trash all this as well, but I might be able to use some of that metal roofing to maybe patch a hole on the roof. If there is a hole on the roof, hopefully there's not a hole on the roof, but there might be a hole on the roof. I'm going to have to take all of this stuff, this vegetation off the roof. I've already came through and just did a quick hedge and just chopped it off so it can hopefully stop growing. But long story short, I'm gonna have to take that off. It seems like it's grown in between the veins of the roof, so it might just be a situation where I have to just kind of roll it off or drag it off. I'll cross that bridge once we get there, but hopefully it's not too bad. So like I said, I put new blocks on the door, so it's not going to be able to be opened right now. But I'll take you guys inside just so you kind of see. This is the backyard. I'm going to have to come back here and just chop all this stuff down and make this into a usable situation. Right now, not too much of this is usable. It's just overgrown a lot. It does have a pole for the electricity, so I'm gonna have to seal up. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a window over there. That's one window, and then the first initial window are both of the windows that need to be sealed up, just so I can make sure the elements stay out. But I'm still gonna have to kind of pretty much wipe all of this stuff down. I was told that I should just get a whole new mobile home and just put that one on here. I don't know if I want to go that route. I think I actually want to just try and see what I have right here before I go that route. Like, there is a possibility I have to go that route, but I think the cheaper route is seeing if I can just rehab this and then go from there. So this has all the electric and plumbing hooked up. I'm not positive if it's still good, and I haven't found the septic tank, so I'm not really sure. I'm hoping that this pipe kind of leads to the septic tank, maybe somewhere around here, but I'm not positive, to be honest. So we'll find out. And I don't know how I feel about all of these trees growing over this. I think I might want to chop a good amount of them down, or maybe I'll flip this property and allow that person to chop these trees down, but I haven't really found out yet. So pretty much there's a lot of debris, so the main job to start off is just clearing debris. Now, this back porch was the go-to chill area, and I've done a decent job of, and like I said, just like a rough cleaning. Nothing's like spotless at all, but I just took all the trash out and made sure that you can actually see. Let me put my phone camera light on so you guys can just see that, hey, there's, it's not much, but there's holes in the screen and whatnot. I'm going to have to fix all that. But for right now, I just kind of wanted a work area where I have somewhere where I can just come and make sure that I can, cut wood or do whatever kind of repairs that I'm going to need for the house. I have a centralized area where I can work, and that's what I did. So I just cleared this area out, and I'm just going to do whatever kind of projects I need in the shade, so I'm not exposed to the elements. Now for the inside, this glass door was kind of tricky to get open and closed, but I was able to get it closed, and I've started clearing out this floor. The floor looks pretty solid, but I don't know, and I can't really go into the rest of the house because it's packed out with tires. So I'm not positive, and I'm gonna have to trash all of this stuff, these dishes, and go through these cabinets and just see what's salvageable and what's not. It looks like it has relatively decent bones, but I'm just not positive going through it. So you can definitely see that it's going to need some at least a little bit of roof repair. It seems like it's sagging quite a bit right there. So I'm probably going to have to pull all that stuff down and re-roof it. Over here, the roof looks like it might be decent. So really, I think the main issue that I'm going to run across right now is just this roof, and how am I going to go about refreshing this roof and making sure that this roof is reinforced so somebody can live in here. So I haven't necessarily decided if I'm going to live in here. Haven't decided if I want to, gift it to somebody or allow my family to live in here. Or if I just want to just straight flip it and just take the profits. But as time goes on, I'll get a little bit clearer of an idea. It seems like the roof might actually be down a little bit, sagging quite a bit back there as well. And I don't know if that's just the roof falling down like this, or if the actual bones of the roof are actually caved in. So I don't know. We're going to have to find out. But I just wanted to make a journey video. I'll close that in a little bit. I gotta probably oil up these hinges to make sure it slides a little bit better, because right now it's a pretty rough pull. It pulls closed, but it's a rough pull. So anyways, I just kind of wanted to make my first video. I think I'm just gonna call this channel like Newly Renovated, and just document my journey with this camera, and just kind of make sure that I can help myself out, and hopefully I can help you guys out as well. So if you guys have any questions, anything you guys want me to show you with the property, or any ideas that you feel like might help my progress, just let me know, and I'll definitely take all the comments into consideration, and just make sure that I go through the comments and see whatever advice you guys are providing, and see what I can do to make this process as successful as possible. Now, this is my first renovation, so it will be a journey, but I don't think the journey is too far gone. So it has a well. I'm gonna need that replaced. I was speaking with a guy, and he does local well servicing. He said he can get it all hooked up and back up running, no problem, for like $1,800. So that doesn't seem like a bad price for a well, and you're just gonna have water kind of for the life of this property, so as long as it's maintained. But this was the window that I was referring to earlier that needs to be sealed, and again, there's just tires upon tires in here, so I don't know the extent really of the flooring or the roof or anything. I just know I have to kind of clear all this stuff, and then once it's cleared, then I can start taking some of these tires out once I have a room to work. But as you can see, a lot of trash has been taken out so far. I don't want this to be too long, so last thing I did was I cleared out this first vein on the roof of the vines, and just to get an idea of how hard that job's going to be. And I think it'll be relatively easy once I get a little bit more help. So I'm anticipating my sister and her partner coming up and helping me out on this quite a bit. So as I go through and as I learn, I'm going to take you guys through the journey, and we'll go through it together. So if you guys want to be a part of this process, feel free to watch my videos and comment if you want me to take anything into consideration. But other than that, this is kind of what I'm working with right now. So we'll go through this journey together, guys. Next steps is I'm gonna have to empty this at the dump, load up another load with all that other stuff, put that to the dump, and then just clearing my way through this house. So I'm gonna just go room by room, and eventually all of this stuff's gonna be clear, and I'll see exactly what I have. But as time goes on, I don't really know what I have or what I purchased, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I necessarily recommend that way of buying something, but this is the opportunity that I've been presented with, and this is gonna be my first flip. So I'm going to take you guys through the journey and just document it. So if you guys have any questions, just reach out anytime. Bye.